A talk with my spiritual support family. God, my everything. My benevolent guardian angels. My supreme archangels. My beloved ancestors. My bright ascended masters. And my highest balanced divine self in our power, Ashe. Please guide and assist and enable me to lovingly support the growth and healing of this world. Protect me, my energy, my chakras, my auric fields, my progress, my creative properties, my original contributions, my loved ones and soul tribe. Continue to block, banish, back to sender all theft, manipulations of free will, smearing campaigns, and malicious towers from all known and unknown. So mote it be. As above, so below. Do no harm, but take no harm. Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome. This is Grace with Grace on a Journey Channelings. Welcome to the new fellow travelers. And to those of you returning, welcome back. You are respectively loved, highly valued, and endlessly appreciated. Salutations of respect and reverence. Namaste and hugs. Self-love matters. Let's show up for ourselves today and unconditionally self-love. How about we give ourselves a big hug? Feel the love. Smiling is important. It elevates your mood, relieves stress, smiles boost immunity, and helps you to fight illness. They make you more positive and also contribute to success. Even a smile that takes effort, a fake smile, can trigger certain facial muscles and tricks your brain into releasing endorphins, happy hormones. So just smile and get closer to being healed. Gentle reminder: routinely cleansing, opening, and balancing our chakras is important and essential to maintaining our wellness, enabling us to function at our best. Let's do our chakra exercise. A brief introduction. The endocrine system is responsible for chemical communication throughout our bodies. It is essential for our health and well-being. The following are the most important glands of the endocrine system, correlating their connections to our chakras. The pituitary gland is connected to our spirituality, confirmation. The pineal gland is connected to our intuition. The thyroid is connected to communication. Thymus is connected to love. Pancreas is connected to power. Ovaries or testes are connected to sexuality. Adrenals are connected to survival. Crown chakra. Universal consciousness. I am divine. I am one with the universe. I know I am protected. Third eye chakra. Sham. Psychic abilities. I am intuitive. I see clearly and trust my intuitive knowing. I see healing and a brighter day. Throat chakra. Hum. Communication. I am expressive. I give voice to my truth, and what I say matters. I speak lovingly. Heart chakra. Yam. Compassion. I am loved. I love myself unconditionally and open my heart with compassion to those who come in God's love. I love passionately. I love progress. I love God. Solar plexus chakra. Ram. Personal power. I am strong. I have a purpose on this planet, and I have the strength, confidence, and life energy I need to fulfill it. I can co-create my life. Sacral chakra. Vam. Emotions, relationships. I am creative. I am worthy. I am a work of art. I allow my inner self to be seen and expressed. I feel respected. Root chakra. Lam. Stability. Manifestation. I am grounded. I am here. I am now. I am safe. I am centered, balanced, safe. Angel numbers are heard as loud as we are willing to listen. They are signs that alert us that we are on the right path. Protected, helped, and guided by the supreme teams of heaven. Angel numbers are formally decoded according to the decoder's anointing, vibrational standing, intuitive interpretation, ancestral karmic ranking, and genuine angelic connections. Authentic relationships with angels are frequently imitated by trickster alliances, but high vibrational angelic favor cannot be duplicated. I give thanks to my spiritual support team for reminding me about some downloads that I had to share. First of all, we're in October. I want you guys to know that during these months, October and November, there is a lot going on with the spiritual world. And there is a lot going on with spiritual energies. Those of you who are on the higher vibration, I want to encourage you to up your protection methods. It is very important for you to protect yourselves in a manner that is that involves more effort for you and your children. There are a lot of illusions that will be presented to you. And if you don't protect yourself, and if you don't have a relationship with God, of course, I encourage you, and I myself have a spiritual support team. But we cannot forget that God is on top. And so you need to continue to ask God to make sure that the messages that you're receiving are aligned with His judgment and your highest good. There will be a lot of false teaching in this month. There will be a lot of false prophetic words. There will be a lot of manipulation. And that is because there are karmic debts / contracts that are to be paid before Halloween. This is what they don't want you to know. Those that have offered you up for sacrifice, sent death spells to you, harmed you and your family, and to make matters worse unjustly, are in grave danger. They know they are. And this is one of the reasons they are on the hunt for sacrifice. Protect your kids. Don't overlook the stress of protecting your kids. Protect yourself. My recommendation with you would be building yourself up spiritually. I'm not here to fearmonger and have you paranoid. Again, I'm speaking to those of a higher vibration. I'm here to put you in a state of being alert, a state of alertness, because it is very important that you are aware of what is at stake for those that are of a lower vibration. And I'm sure you've heard before, when you have nothing to lose, that is when you are the most dangerous. Protect your families, your relationships, your businesses. I'm also being led to share that it's been an agenda to utilize social media in order to assist and facilitate manipulation in the direction of the masses. I'm being told to tell you, pay attention to those of you that call it a habit or a free time or a treat when you are on social media. Pay attention to how long you are on there. Pay attention to what is getting neglected in your lives when you are on there 2 hours, 3 hours, and I'm not overreacting when I say 8 hours. Some of you live on there. It will be easier for you to say, mind your business, correct? But I'm not here to mind your business. I'm here to relay the message. You are being stunted in your growth because your attention is placed on the wrong things. You need to prioritize yourself. There is a time for social media, but wake up to the fact. Are we going in the right direction in how we are utilizing social media? Are we using it to grow, to develop ourselves, to build our communities, to give hope, to educate, to show love, to support one another? Are we? Are we utilizing the tools that we have for a better day? Your future depends on what you do today. I'm going to say that again. Your future, everybody listening, depends on what you do today. You can dream as much as you want to. You can create as many vision boards as you want. You can affirm that in affirmation. You could even tattoo that on your body until you make the change by changing your thought pattern, right? That's most important. Your thought pattern is what you need to focus on right now. Because we are going to take step by step. Because until you change your thought pattern, you will never have the willpower over your behavior and the ways that you interact with others and responsibilities and how you perform and show up in this world. It begins with thought pattern. So what I want you to do is to put on a sticky note. My future depends on what I do today. I don't care where you put it. It could be on your mirror. It could be in your car. It could be on your refrigerator, wherever you will see it daily. Because it is very important that you understand what is at stake. Balance is the fruit of the universe. It is okay to participate in all your likes and wants. But we cannot neglect our priorities. Beginning with our spirituality. Let me remind you, we are spiritual beings. Get that in your mind, okay? In fact, remember that. Because the only reason you believe or you don't believe is because you forgot. Remember who you are. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And this is why spirit comes first. We must balance, but we must know our priorities. It is very important for you to go inward. But until you begin to prioritize balancing your life, you will never have time to ground yourself long enough to go inward, to check in with yourself, to ask yourself questions. Am I happy? To ask yourself, am I fulfilled? To ask yourself, am I doing the best I can? To ask yourself, what can I do? What direction do I need to go on? How can I be instrumental in my children's lives? People, I am not here to sway you in the direction of being bored and living unfulfilling lives and taking away fun from you and spontaneity. Believe me, I enjoy my free time. I enjoy laughter, relaxation, tuning out, being with my loved ones. My children have their time. And my partner in life has his time. I balance my life. And this is why it is important for you to understand where I'm coming from. It will assist you in understanding that there is really not a reason for you to be on defense mode when it comes to me sharing different options that will assist you in how you maneuver and grow and how you can excel, change your lives, uplift, upgrade your circles, and rise to the occasion of being your highest self. We can have time for it all. We just need to strategize how to get it done. And this is why I always make the mention of detaching people, places, and things that are no longer for your highest good. Not because I'm trying to separate friendships, families, circles, but in order for you to be able to have, first, the energy, second, the time, third, the motivation to make these changes, you have to declutter. As you declutter, you will think clearer and will have more of a connection with your higher self, which will stem from God. You need to make room to be able to hear what God is saying to you. In your availability, you will be granted understanding, wisdom, and guidance that will assist you on your journeys. This is being offered to you. It's not being shoved down your throat, and you're not being manipulated. This is an offer. You make your own final decisions because it is your birthright to have free will. And that, again, is something I would like to continue in sharing with you. I'm not only telling you or convincing you or giving you the impression that these months of October and November are the only months that you'll have spiritual persecution, because that would be dishonest of me. But I'm telling you to be on alert with these months. Those of you that are in the mindset that utilizing angel numbers are of assistance to you to maneuver in your lives, I want to bring to your attention that it is very important that you continue to cleanse your environments. Yes, people. Cleanse your environments. Declutter your spaces. Cleanse your bodies. As you bathe, pray over the water. As you bathe, ask God to detox you inward and outward. As you bathe, ask God to wash away all negative energies being sent to you. As you bathe, ask God to submerge you in protection. Ask God to nurture you. And I would also recommend that continue reading, studying, researching on ways you can protect yourselves and ways you can cleanse yourself, your environment, because you need to let that trickle down and not forget the children. Okay? As you cleanse yourself and strategize a schedule to participate in these rituals, you need to assist and train your children. Be very careful with your children this month. Be careful who they are accepting candies from, because they are literally tricks or treats. I like to subscribe to the method of providing for my household. Yes, community involvement and interaction and socialization benefits us to some respect. But most of your children are not hungry. Okay? Most of your children have candy at home. Okay? Most of your children have parents that can how do I want to say this? That can organize or create activities that will be a lot of fun and family time, quality time for the days that we are being led to believe that we need to go to people's homes with a bag or bucket and ask for candy. I just want you to process that. I'm not telling you what to do, y'all. Keep that in mind. You are free to do what you want to do, okay? With your life and with your families. But I just want you to give yourself some time to give that some thought. We are being led to believe that a certain day this month, we need to bring a bag or a bucket and knock people's doors and ask. I'm going to say it again. And ask. Ask for candy. Trick or treat. Be careful about your kids. Okay? Be careful about what they're ingesting. Be careful about what ceremonies, what rituals, and what tricks are being made. Again, I am not discouraging you. That is your household. You are free to exercise your free will. I just want you to think as you do it. And those who know what rituals occur in these months, what sacrifices are being made in these months, what offerings are being made in these months. If there was ever a time for you to be in the know, oh, it's now. Because it's either you know how to stay safe or you don't know how to be safe. Those of you who call yourselves high vibrational and spiritual, I want you to be alerted to the fact that when you are gifted in the area of being between both worlds, living in one, but connected to both. When you are contacted, or the fact that you are open to connect with both worlds, be aware that high vibrational energies can make their way to you, and low vibrational energies can make their way to you. And this is why at the beginning I was stressing the need to cleanse your spaces, your bodies, your minds, your spiritual beings. And continue to increase on your protective methods or measures, because angel numbers can be high vibrational and low vibrational. This is why I told you that it depends on the decoder. It depends on their anointing. It depends on their spiritual ranking. Because there are some numbers that you may receive, some signs you may receive. It may be by way of music or something you watch or something somebody says that can lead you astray. Let me repeat that, because some of y'all don't have a clue. And this is why I'm very sorry for you. You need to ask God for the spirit of discernment, especially in these 2 months. You will be receiving high vibrational and low vibrational messages. Some of you will pass the test. Some of you will fail the test. There are people working against you. They are paying thousands of dollars to get work done on you, to invade your dreams, to affect your thought patterns, to affect your moods, to keep you depressed, fatigued, isolated, to keep you in doubt, weak, and lost. I'm led to tell you, all you have to do is remember. Remember to love yourself. Remember to exercise self-love. Remember to routinely participate in self-care. People, if you need to write it down, write it down. I'm just trying to save a life. Because these times are very dangerous. It is important for you to know when you're being attacked spiritually. Especially those of you who are victims of Judases that were in your life, that took locks of your hair or nail clippings or stole your glasses or some type of, clothing that you wore. Some go as far as collecting your bra, your underwear. Yeah, they're nasty with it. I said they're nasty with it. And they utilize these collections to stuff into dolls. And they attack the dolls and use it for rituals to attack your crown chakra, your throat chakra, your heart chakra, your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, and your root. Some people call your base chakra. Okay? Energy is all it takes. And this is why you need to learn to pray. I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to tell y'all what I say. Because I'm aware that Judas I was married to stole my hair, nail clippings, everything you just heard, to bring to his coven to take me down. And this is why I don't even have the words to say of how there will never be reconciliation. It's to that extreme. Like, I cannot be connected to anybody that could sell me out. You see? And so this is why those of you that have received songs, I'm going to be personal with y'all and disclose what I receive. I'm on Bending Knee, Boys to Men. Eric Benet, What Kind of Man Would I Be? What kind of girl would you be? There were many songs that were sent in order to reconsider. But I know how to rebuke. Do you understand? I know how to rebuke the devil. And so it is important that you upgrade your spiritual lives, that you upgrade how you communicate to God, because they are paying people to attempt to manipulate you. They are paying people to attack you as you sleep. Now, these are tests I pass. So let's just say I can't be attacked while I sleep. Okay. You see, sometimes you got to go through something to overcome something. And so I can no longer be attacked. And they know this. Okay. Let's just say they wake up knowing this. Okay. So we're not even going to stay on that. But what I'm trying to tell you is, before you pray, make sure you have good intentions. That's number one. And when you do pray, when you're about to sleep, ask for protection in your homes and ask for protection in the dream world, in the astral realms. Specifically, did you hear me? I said in your homes, in your dream state, in the astral realms. In fact, in all realms and all dimensions, past, present, and future. Now, as you grow spiritually, you will gain more understanding on what all that entails. But people, there is no way that I can give you all the details, because it's something that you must experience yourself. And this is why I am brought to your path. Our connection is not a coincidence. It was meant to be. I am just planting the seeds. You will continue the path. This is why I always make reference to the fact that in life, we have to recall we are in a school. There are times we'll be teachers. There are times we'll be students. So there is nothing to say. Let me be frank and tell you this. There's nothing to say that my connection with you will be forever. Can I be honest? I know a lot of people don't believe in that process, but can I be honest? I am here with you because God has asked me to connect with you in this stage of your lives. But I also am aware what else I am called to do. And so what I am doing right now is just planting seeds. Many of you are born leaders and will continue to learn, to gain experience, and be promoted to roles of leadership. Some of you have already arrived. Some of you are close to getting there. Okay? And so, teachers are for certain stages. That's why there are first grade teachers, second grade teachers, and so forth. So this is the stage that some of you may consider me as a teacher. That does not mean that tomorrow you will not have another teacher. That means that even though you grow and you reach a plateau as being kin in a soul tribe, regardless of your promotions, respect is forever. I respect every teacher I've had, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be me. Okay? And I'm not just speaking of the spiritual sense regarding my spiritual teachers. I'm also including my academic teachers. It took all of them to bring development to me. Confirmation. And this is why those of you that gain information and develop and grow from those called into leadership, sometimes under the label of teacher, and you disrespect them, right? You betray them, you backstab them, you steal their information, their creative endeavors. You profit on them. You're just cursing yourself. Can I make myself clear in my teacher voice? You are just cursing yourself. You are to respect your leaders. The information I'm giving you is not for you to just hold it in and keep it inside. You need to share it. You need to share it using your creativity, using your authenticity, using your efforts, and you need to respect your sources. In order for me to gain knowledge, I have to read. I have to listen to podcasts, watch documentaries. I have to interact with others. I have to humble myself and know that I'm not all-knowing. I have to give credit, confirmation. I have to give credit where credit is due. I'm going to say it again because some of y'all failed that test. I have to give credit to where credit is due. One more time for the busybody in the back. I have to give credit where credit is due. This is in front of my teachers and in back of my teachers, even when they are not around. You get that part? I cannot sell them out because I am cursing myself. I cannot join the bandwagon, right? And begin to repeat what I hear others are saying. Meanwhile, I haven't shared the experience. Meanwhile, they gave me no proof. Meanwhile, my spirit team has not alerted me to disconnect. This is why when you hear the nonsense, yes, I went there. When you hear the naysayers, when you hear the smear campaigns, I encourage you to contact your spiritual support family or team or God Himself and ask for clarity. Okay? Filtered out from all manipulation and all illusion. Ask God, I want to hear from you directly. Is this someone I need to disconnect from? Is this someone I need to not listen to? Is this someone that is on the wrong path? You are also being told whether you are listening to a teacher, whether you are watching a reading, whether you are seeking or getting advice from a spiritual practitioner, You need to pray. Did you hear what I said? Because some of you are too lazy. I said it. And I stepped on some toes. And I'll say it again. Some of you are too lazy to pray. You have time to gossip. You have time to goof off. To waste your life away. Right? But you don't have time to do something easy as prayer. God, I'm about to speak to so-and-so, this teacher, or so-and-so, this reader, or so-and-so, this spiritual practitioner. I would like for you to place a shield of protection. Yes, I said it. Because some of y'all are getting manipulated. Some of you are under spell work and don't know. Ask God to put a shield of protection from you and those that you are seeking assistance, knowledge, or guidance from. And filter out all the spell work, filter out all the manipulation, filter out all the illusions, okay? Help you to gain what information is of use of your spiritual development, okay? And to release and send back to sender what is not number one of your free will. Yes, we must not forget that. That is not of your free will. That is not of alliance in alignment with your highest good. And that is not pleasing to God. Did you hear me? And so those of you that are on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or whatever you watch, whatever you listen to, whatever you're connected to, you need to start praying before your interactions and asking God to shield you from their manipulation, from their spell work, whether it is glamour, see, my throat chakra, whether it is glamour spells, right? What else they use? See, I got to think about it because I don't use it. Sympathy spells I never heard of until I became a target. Okay. And so I learned them from certain teachers that taught me that there are people that have low self-esteem. So they use spell books to discover ways to manipulate people into seeing them in a better light. Those who are unattractive, a lot of them that use glamour spells is because they have low self-esteem and they feel unattractive. And those that use sympathy spells is because they want to manipulate you and they need your sympathy. Right? And they have succeeded at achieving these types of spell work for years and ongoing to those who haven't woken up, those who refuse to follow their intuition, those who have no connection to God. Most of our societies are under spell work. Yeah, I said it. We are under spell work And the sad part is, we don't even care. We are okay with this mediocre existence. And I'm being redirected to say, some don't care. Okay? Because I care. And I know others of you that do care. To make the best out of the time that you do have. And so this is why you're being guided to use discernment in whatever messages that you're receiving. You're also being guided to be respectful. When you hear a message, whether it is a song you hear, or something you see, or whatever it is, when you receive a message, if it is not in alignment, notice the pause. I need your attention. Because I want the best for you. If it is not in alignment with your free will, I said your free will. Your free will to detach from all people. Some of you that you've already blocked. Some of them that you've already banished. Some of them that you've already cut energetic cords with. Of all people, places, and things that are not in alignment with your free will and highest good. If you're receiving messages of that sort, that is encouraging you or swaying you to move on backward, okay? To cycles that you've already left behind. First of all, I want to bring you the news that a lot of your attackers are afraid of dying. And they understand what October means. Okay? They understand what November means. Okay? They understand back to sender. Okay? This is why they're calling you back. This is why they are sending come to me spells. Love spells, glamour spells, sympathy spells. So you can come back, right? And die for them. Now, if this is your soul's purpose, by all means, shut me out. Because you will not be getting encouraged by me to sell yourself out. I, for one, was not born to be a sacrifice. Because that is not my portion. Okay? That is not my portion. That is not my destiny. And that is not my free will. And I reject and I rebuke respectively all messengers and all messages that are not in alignment with my free will. Okay, my birthright, my free will, and my highest good. Now, those of you who are sitting back and saying, wow, I get what you're saying. I'm feeling what you're saying, but I don't know how to pray. I don't understand. I've been there, done that. Okay. But I'm going to tell you, my prayer is not going to be what delivers you. Can I be honest? I said my prayer is not going to be what delivers you. Your prayer is going to be what delivers you. It has to be your decision. It has to be your effort. It has to be you standing up for yourself. Now, I'm not going to read the entire prayer, but because I want to be thorough with those that want to develop themselves and make a better life for themselves. Some of the things you may mention in your prayer: I reclaim my soul. Those of you that they were trying to sacrifice, okay? I reclaim my soul. I reclaim my free will. I reclaim my destiny. I reclaim my right to be the sole writer of my journey. I reclaim my identity. I reclaim my aura. I'm going to stop right there. There's something called energy harvesting. Research that. I said research that. Write it down. Energy harvesting. These weaklings, I must call them what I'm being led to call them. Okay. These weaklings of the dark vibration or the lower vibration need your energy for everything. In fact, they are empty without you. Okay? And this is why, as much as you are repulsed by them, disgusted by them, they have no shame in continuing to chase you, continuing to beg you, continuing to do magic for you. Pay me attention. Like me. Be my friend. The devil's a liar. They want to take you off track. And so they make attempts of defaming your character. And they do spell work to claim your energy. This is why some of you, before awakened, used to experience excessive fatigue, used to experience mood swings that you didn't know where it was coming from, used to experience back pain, neck pain, every pain, headaches, stomach pains. They were sucking you dry. Okay? And those of you who don't know what sex magic is, research that. It can be. I said it can be of a lower vibration. Okay? These people are so desperate, they will send their pimps I said it. I'm a truth teller. They send their pimps, right? Or gigolos, or sugar daddies, or fools, or slow connections. Those in lack of integrity, morality, intelligence. Those who have low emotional IQ. They send them your way to love bomb you, right? These females do and these males do. It depends on the circumstance and the situation and who's involved and how it resonates. To love bomb you, even though they know they're sleeping with the man, even though they believe they've claimed the man, even though they called themselves wives when they were never married. Okay, moving on. You have to be on alert because they are so desperate. They will send people to your life to love bomb you, to enter a fraudulent marriage with you without your knowledge, so that the person can sleep with you and whatever high vibrational energy they could steal from you after sexually exploiting you, they bring to the trash. Is it making sense now? They will go around trying to belittle you, discredit you, saying that you stole their man, you stole their husband, but you weren't married. Can we be real? Right? Can the present day homewreckers stand up? Okay. Can those that can't get a man without spell work stand up? Okay. See, I've never had to do that. I've never reached that level of desperation. Okay. I've always thought more of myself, that I would not have to pay a gigolo. Okay. But some of them are not of your cloth. So they send these demon seeds your way to collect high vibrational energy and utilize it to manifest favor into their lives. And this is why you will notice, not you in particular, I'm speaking of those in their circles, will notice they will begin to come up in the world. And what happens is that you who are being stolen from, due to the fact that you are under mind manipulation, spell work, and collective spiritual attack, you are drained of your life force. And those of you who are not awakened in time die from those vampires / cannibals. They work in packs, right? And they're desperate because of the roaches that they are. And in their desperation, after they send that sleazeball your way to sexually exploit you and take your energy, they sleep with each other. You understand? Man, woman, dog, horse, or whatever animal or being that comes their way. Can I have some? I'm a soulless portal. I need high vibrational energy. I'm masked. I'm not really human. I'm a demon seed. That's their thoughts. That's what's in their subconscious. That's what's in their DNA. That is why they are bad on luck. That is why they have a low vibration. It's in their bloodline. And they've been doing it for centuries. And it is time for you to wake up to reality. They send these sleazeballs your way to collect godly energy, protection, fertility, your covering. And in collecting your energy, they utilize it to steal your aura. They do spell work to steal your aura, so people can begin to see them as you, because they hate themselves and want to be you. These are the days that we are living in. These are the zombies that you are surrounded by. And those of you that are on the edge of your seats and terrified because you know them personally, don't waste your time on being terrified. The time right now is to protect yourself, okay? And that journey begins with decluttering your lives. If you are aware of anybody who cannot maneuver through life without manipulating someone, without spell work, without begging, without stealing, without trickster spirits, you need to declutter your life. Okay? I said you need to declutter your life. People, places, and things that are not aligned to, in your case, to free will and your highest good. Okay? That's the beginning of protection. All right? And once you're done with that, if you've been around me long enough, you've been advised on ways to protect yourself. If you are new to the circle, I recommend you do your research. You leave the social media sites alone for a second, okay? If that's not too tasking. And research ways to protect myself spiritually, ways to protect myself from psychic attack, ways to protect myself from black magic, ways to protect myself from whatever you resonate with. Whether it is protection from mind manipulation, protection from ritualistic abuse, occultist abuse, spiritual abuse, Luciferian abuse. Research it and save your life. I hope I've made myself clear. And so when you receive these messages that are telling you, and this unfortunately is not only messages you will be receiving telepathically, I'm also speaking from readers, from teachers, from spiritual practitioners. Oh, that's your twin flame. Let me tell y'all something, okay? Because I'm just tired, okay? I'm tired of the foolery. If someone is toxic, okay, someone tried to kill you, okay? Someone united with others to kill you, okay? There is no excuse. Did someone wake up yet? There is no excuse. Regardless of the pretense of stating that I was under manipulation, I didn't know better. Well, you know why you was under manipulation? Because you were connected to them, right? You were connected to those that you planned with, that you strategized with, collectively to attack me. This is why you were prone to receive your karma. You were in proximity to them. If you were not in connection to them, you would not get subjected to the spell work that you claim. And to further prove my point, there are those of us, regardless of being under spell work or not, that do not make complete asses. I said it. It's in your holy book, ain't it? They do not make asses of themselves. Okay? They do not try to kill people. They do not try to harm people, spell work or not, because it's not in me. You understand? And so those of you who utilize the devil made me do it, it's because you're the devil's child. Okay? Let's make that clear. And I have to be with those equally yoked. There is no connection between dark and light. So whatever label you want to call it, which I don't subscribe to, can I be honest? I said I do not subscribe to. In relation to, twin flame and twin ray, or what they call it? Ray flames or whatever. As I said, I do not subscribe to it. Okay? I have my own calling. Okay? And so if I have some type of connection or experience some type of mirroring effect, understand, number one, that can be manipulated in your life. A spiritual practitioner can bind you with someone. Okay? A lower vibrational one can bind you with someone in order for you to experience whatever they're experiencing, which would appear to be a mirroring effect. They utilize that to pretend that they are your quote unquote twin. Okay? Well, this happened and this happened. This is why you cleanse your space. This is why you cut the energetic ties. You cut the energetic cords. You cut the soul ties. Right? This is why you take those rational efforts and exercise them. Confirmation. God is not going to tell you to stay with someone that tried to kill you. I don't care. Let me say this to you, because some of y'all think I care. All right? Some of y'all really think I care. I don't care how you feel. Because God is not of a low vibration. He is not going to tell you to connect with someone who tried to kill you. Okay? He's not even going to tell you with someone who is irresponsible with fidelity, knowing the diseases out there and that they can endanger you and bring it home. Okay? My God, I don't care what God you serve. My God is not going to tell me to be with a down low person. I said it. I hope you heard it. My God is not going to tell me to be with someone known to be with prostitutes. Okay? Now, I don't care. Let me say that again. Of who angel you pray to and who archangel you pray to and whatever you believe is God. Because as far as I'm concerned, you don't know God. But whatever you believe is God, I don't care who you're praying to. Do you understand? as you receive these manipulations that they are attempting to send to you, I was told by my spiritual support team, because I've been in company with others who are in their right mind. Yeah, I said it. Okay. My soul tribe, who are in their right mind, who, when they receive certain messages that are low vibrational to take them down under, they make remarks like, well, I'm going to refrain from what I was saying because I do not want to take the stance of criticizing another. If that is her approach, I respect that. I don't believe in gossip, so I'm going to refrain from saying that. But they take different approaches in canceling out negative energies, negative messages, and so forth. But I am advised to respectfully hear their message, right? Without being rude or getting in tune with their low vibration. I can simply state, I heard your side of the story, and I'm sticking with my side of the story. Okay? In fact, I am not interested in unsolicited advice. Let me respectively say, whatever angel, whatever spirit, whatever ancestor that is removing me from God's promise in my life, removing me from my inheritance, removing me from my promotion, from my alignment to God. Let me respectively say, confirmation, let me respectively say, your unsolicited advice was not requested and not accepted. Period. I don't have to say anything disrespectful. Okay? And so there are times as you grow spiritually, you will check yourself. And that is a sign of spiritual maturity. And this is why I lead by example. When I disconnect with people, places, and things that are no longer in alignment with my highest good, you will not see me pick up the phone. Because they're not ready to hear what I have to say. You hear me? Because I'm going to hurt some feelings. Can I be real? And so, this is why when you are of a higher vibration, you learn to block them. You block them from your phone. You block them from all of the apps. Okay? WhatsApp, whatever app. Okay? You block them from your life. Okay? If you attended the same church, bye-bye church. If you attended the same workplace, bye-bye workplace. If you had the same friends, bye-bye friends. Period. Because when you have a malignant tumor, you need it removed. If you allow it to stay, it will spread. You must gut it out. It is survival of the fittest. I'm having a vision right now. It's gruesome, but it's symbolic. It's telling me that if you need help on your journey, ask for help. I said, if you need help on your journey, ask for help. Ask for spiritual help that is in alignment with your free will and your highest good. Okay? The vision I am having is telling me help is available to you. If your heart for toxicity have become so familiar with that connection, and you feel you can't let go, your heart will be removed, and you will get a new spiritual heart. Do you understand? The vision I am having is of a man who, for some reason, was in excruciating pain. What happened was another man that was a friend appeared, and I see him cutting his chest, right? And taking his heart out. Pulling his heart out. And the message I'm receiving, some of you need your heart. You need a heart transplant. You need a high vibrational heart because they have darkened your heart to love their vices, their darkness, their ignorance. You need a pure heart. If you have been exposed with those vibrations to that extent that you need a spiritual heart transplant, ask God for a spiritual heart transplant. Okay? Sometimes we need a heart transplant. Okay? If that heart was too connected to the past, too connected to those that betrayed you, to those that tried to kill you and your child, to those that committed the worst. People, some things that I know I haven't mentioned yet of what I've endured. And there are things that I know that my enemies don't know that I know, that I can add on to the list of abuse I endured. Okay? And there's a reason for that. There will be a time when it will all be released regarding my story. In the meantime, my focus is on releasing the energies from my life. Right? The book will come out, but it will not be in reference to what I'm experiencing. It will be in reference to what I overcame. See, the strong souls do not speak about their weaknesses to the world. They go to God. They ask for adequate help, supreme help, and influence to achieve whatever is before them. They do not cry about it while they're going through. They get quiet. They go inward. They slow down. They make God their best friend. And they listen. I said they listen. And they listen some more. After listening, they are guided on what next to do, to invite support for the next stage of their life. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. Their spiritual support team will guide them in reference to who they need to connect to develop themselves, learn their lessons, and move to the next stage or the next cycle in their lives. We are not here looking to lower the vibration. We are not here looking for minions. For backups because we're cowards. No, we're not here for that. Okay? As a matter of fact, we stand alone. Okay? We stand with our spiritual support teams. Not in covens. Not in secret societies. Not in dysfunctional families. Not in gangs. we stand alone. In assistance with our spiritual support team and God Himself, who's part of it. And we move accordingly with protection, intelligence, wisdom, guidance, clarity, provision, abundance, prosperity, longevity, good health, and so forth. Again, you can imitate the life of a chosen one utilizing trickster spirits by stealing their auras or cloaking yourselves in their energy. But you cannot succeed in stability. Okay. It comes and it goes along with that karmic wheel. It is only when you are in God and you are putting your trust in God is when they see God's signature on your firm foundation. Okay? Even if they tried to break you down, even if they utilized a coven, even if they hired spiritual practitioners from around the world, even though they sent a Judas, a nobody, into your life to disturb your progress, even though they affected your schedule in life. God upgraded the plan. You see, this is what they refuse to accept. That every time they attack, you get upgraded. I said every time they attack, you get upgraded. Whether it is in the department of finance, of career, of family, relationship, so forth. Every time they connect, even in the area of spiritual attack, every time they attack, you get spiritual upgrades. You get immune. You feel me? So what they utilized in the past that gave them the illusion of grandeur, that satisfied their God complex, I'm hearing the witch is dead. I said the witch is dead. Your plans are dead. Your illusions are dead. Your hope is dead. Your confirmation. Y'all, I know you heard that confirmation, right? They're hopeless right now. Okay? And so the reality is, right now, you are faced with everything I prophesied between 2019 to present day on an international platform all over your social medias, which stated you will be judged on the international platform. You will bow down to God. I know you recall. I know this haunts you at night. I know this is reminded to you in your nightmares. I know that you've seen yourself in the afterlife. You thought I didn't know? I know you know where you're headed. I know you need medication to stop thinking about it. I know you don't know where to find safety. Oh, yes, I know. Because I do have a spiritual support team that is connected to my free will. Let us stress that. And my highest good. Okay. So the programming that you subscribe to is for you. And the upgrading that I've subscribed to is for me. As I respect your subscription, I will enforce respect of my free will. And please believe, this enforcement is highly rooted. This enforcement is with my entire existence. This enforcement is whatever the cost. Can you grasp that? Because I'm trying to make myself clear in my decision. My decision is to leave the trash bag in the trash. I do not need to go to the trash bin, to open the trash, to pick up trash, to bring it to my home, to stink up my home, to bring sickness and disease to my home, to bring demonic energy to my home. No, it's the reverse. Okay? I'm putting all low vibration out. All toxic energy out. All falseness out. All illusions out. All fake promises out. All Judases out. All wannabes out. All beggars out of my house. Now I know you feel that in your spirits. message sent, message delivered. It delivered me. I also want to bring it to your attention that besides stealing your auras, they energy harvest and they try to gain your protection, your abundance, your birthright, your property, your finance, your good health, your family life, your intellect. They try to steal all of that because they don't have any of that. And this is why you will notice, the message I just received is on point. I'm being told, those of you that have been waiting for justice and have not received the justice is because you have not cut the cords. You are still connected to them. You are still debating on reconciliation. You are not protecting your energy. You are not cleansing your space. Women, those of you out there that have experienced these types of demonic energies, your wombs need spiritual cleansing. I'm going to say it again. Your wombs need spiritual cleansing. That would require you decluttering from the clutter. That's number one. You abstaining from that type of behavior. That's number two. And I said abstaining from behavior, but let me clarify. It's abstaining from sex. You got that? I said, do you have that? Because either you want to heal or you don't. And that is the process. You X out and you abstain. Okay? Confirmation. You abstain and you fast and you pray to God and you ask for cleansing and you learn about everything that can assist you in departments of cleansing and renewing and protecting your sacral chakra and your womb space. Some of you, confirmation, was subjected to fraudulent marriages just because they wanted to use your wombs for sacrifice. Your sacral chakra is what creates, is what is fertility, is what gives birth. Not solely birth in the flesh, but birth in manifestation. And this is why they do their sex magic. And when they do not have access to you to do it, where we're all mature enough to understand that even if they do not have you present, they utilize your pictures or their memories, and they keep their hands busy. Okay? I'm hearing day and night, night and day. Some of y'all get it. But they utilize these types of efforts to manifest. They participate in these types of activities with you in mind in order to gain creativity, inspiration, power. To conduct whatever projects that they could never achieve without you. And this is why you have to cleanse yourselves from all the soul ties, right? You have to let go of the past. I understand women. I am a woman, okay? I understand that not everyone from your past is trash. Can we be real? I said, can we be real? And there are times you may encounter an individual that reminds you of someone that you shared a soul tie with. Someone that you separated with, but that you are not in bad terms with. And so when you arrive at such predicaments in your life, and that's lack for a better word, because it shouldn't even be that effective to be a predicament. It should be a non-factor because it's so flash by, meaning you encounter someone that reminds you of someone. You think about someone, about the memories that you shared, right? Because those of us who've been abused, targeted, and so forth by the demon seeds, we don't have the good memories. But I'm speaking of the ones that were not necessarily demon seeds, but they just don't have no act right. Yeah, those brothers or sisters, right? When the thought comes to you and you briefly remember that memory, it comes in and you take it out. That's a memory that I'm releasing. If you have to say that, that's what you say. That's a memory that I'm releasing. You know why you release it? Because if you were good for each other, you would be there with each other. Let me remind you, we are in a school. Sometimes we are teachers. Sometimes we are students. Some of these individuals were just there to teach you a lesson. And a lot of them are very good lessons. A lot of them was what assisted you to mature. And this is why a lot of us choose not to regret the past, because it assisted us into developing ourselves into being who we are. Okay? They were not all creeps. They just probably made one mistake. And you was like, bye. Okay? Some of us know how to say bye. And that's it. Because if you can't act right, somebody else can. Okay? And so there are no hard feelings with these individuals. But when you are healing your womb space, you cannot be in contact with them. Okay? Those of you that still have codependent relationships with your ex, I know you're out there. Some of you are married and still have codependent relationships with your exes. Tell the truth and shame the devil. You're still talking to your ex and sharing everything in your present day life. Oh, I'm not cheating. I'm not having sex with him. I ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm sure he talked to his exes. I'm sure. Child, let me stop you right there, okay? I'm going to stop you right there and tell you again. I'm not here to tell you what to do or how to do it. In fact, I believe in freedom. And you should take what you want and leave the rest. What I'm telling you is, when you're ready to get real with yourself, you understand you have to do what it takes in order to arrive where you want. And this is why earlier in this episode I've shared, I need you to put on a sticky note, place it on your mirror, your TV, your dashboard, your refrigerator, wherever it is. My future depends on what I do today. In order for you and your life partner to succeed in life, you have to arrive to the point of fidelity. Okay? You cannot arrive confirmation. You cannot arrive to the point of fidelity until you declutter what you need to declutter. The past is in the past because it's the past. Okay? In your present day, you have no business telling your ex about your present day relationship. Whether you're married, engaged, or whatever the case. Either he's your present or either he's your past. And I'm being told that y'all need to look up what codependency means. Okay? Because some of you are in your circumstances because you are codependent in nature. You don't understand how to move on. Now I'm going to say something that's going to hurt some feelings. Okay? So you might want to get your tissues. All right? You might want to sip on something. All right? Because you know I'm a deliver. All right. You baby mamas out there. Yeah, I went there. Or those that respect themselves. You virtuous women, mothers of children out there that have a baby daddy, a baby father, whether of wedlock or not of wedlock. Okay? Because people get divorced. All right? And they become single mothers too. All right? That connection that you claim, that you have with that man for your child is a lie. Stop using your children for your toxic behaviors. If he is your ex, he is your ex for a reason. If he did not stand up for you when your child became a factor, whether it was in your pregnancy or when the child was born, if he stepped off, you understand? If he's not with you, you understand? And you're single and you don't understand why you're single. It is in relation to the fact that you have a soul tie and you refuse to release it. Until you release it, you will be a baby mother or a baby father and remaining that. You do not have room for a husband or a wife or a fiance if you are still flirting. Yeah, I went there. I said I went there. Flirting with your baby mama or your baby father. Okay? And using the children as pretense. I'm just friendly with them because that's my children's daddy. Like, what you talking about? Like, why you getting in people's bedroom? Why you getting people? You could say what you want to say, sister or brother. Because I told you you can do what you want to do. What I'm telling you is what the facts are. If you do not care to move on with your life and you want to be a side piece for the rest of your life, or you want to be an option for the rest of your life, then you are on your right path for the rest of your life. Okay? Because that is your free will. I'm speaking to those that want some type of change, want to be transformed. Utilize the words I'm using. I'm not saying that want to be better. Okay? I'm not saying that wants to be smarter. Okay? I said want transformation, wants some self-development, wants to end a cycle. Because those of you that believe that baby mommy, baby daddy means that we're friends with benefits, that's on you. And that's your business, right? But those of us that want to move on, we learn to set boundaries. Okay? There goes that scary word again. Boundaries. You're bound to this. You're bound to respect me. That part. The conversation goes like this. Hey, I know things been like this for a minute, right? I know we've been leaning on each other and so forth. But you know what? I'm trying to cleanse my life out of this toxic energy, right? You know I respect you. I always will. You know I have love for you. I always will. Because we share this gift from God. But in order for me to arrive where I need to get in life, right, I have to make some changes. And I have to respectfully tell you what my boundaries are from now on. Okay? Our relationship entails our children. Okay? This means I take on the responsibility of paying what I need to pay, of doing what I need to do, of showing up where I need to show up in relation to our child, right? This means, and I'm not telling you to tell them that part. Actually, I'm not telling you to say anything. I'm just telling you how the scene can go. But let me interject here. If you make that boundary, that your relationship confirmation evolves around your children and nothing more than your children. This means he has no right to continue calling you as if you are his therapist, or whenever he falls on his face again, and this can go for the women too. Whenever she needs a therapist, or back in the day you would hear, whenever she needs a pillow. Because I'll be honest. Can I say I'll be honest? Because that's how I'm living. Okay? I did have pillows in my life in the past. Pillows, in definition, is those guys you have in your life that are not your boyfriends. Okay? In fact, they are not friends with benefits. Okay? But they are. I'm laughing when I'm saying this because it's funny to me now, but they are, in a sense, like a therapist. Someone you go to, and when I say go to, I mean pick up the phone, text, blah, blah, blah. Like we don't hang out, we don't date, but someone you connect with, you know what? This fool did this to me. He did that to me. And I'm so tired of his ass, and I just want him out my life. And he's the one that says, you too good for him. Like, I don't know why. Why you find yourself in that situation. Don't you know your worth? You know, those are pillows. All right. Now, pillows, I've heard confessions from pillows. I stopped for a minute because I wanted to recall how many confessions, but I've heard 3 confessions from 3 pillows, okay? And the confessions, the first one made was, the reason why I took that approach with you and just was your friend is because I've always been interested, but you're in a relationship and I respect you, so I would never disrespect you like that and bring up the fact that we could be more than friends. That's one of their excuses. Another one is, well, we was working together and it was complicated, you know, especially those of you that work in settings like with faculties. Okay. You work with people a lot. Your teachers or whatever. It can get complicated when everyone's in your business, when everyone knows this one's with this one. Oh, they broke up and she with that teacher now. And it can get complicated. And this is why some people prefer to have pillows at work. And some people call them office husbands or office wives. Like, I've never used that term, but I know people that do, right? You're really close, right? But you're close between 9 to 5, okay? And you're close when something happens and you need someone to talk to, okay? Now, the other confession is, yo, I'm sorry. I'm just remembering sometimes, man. I'm just remembering. Is, well, the only reason I agreed to be a pillow is the fact that, shoot, I was waiting for my time. Okay? And they tell you that we friends. You know me. I'm not going to lie to you. I keep it real. I tell you everything. You know what I'm saying? So why don't you give me a try? They the ones that are there when the breakup finally happens, when, you know, you decide to tell the other one, you know where you can go. I'm done with that. They're the ones who's like, let me be your comforter. They were shy before, right? That part. Now, I know that went over some heads, but you got to be from a certain generation. All right? So we're going to move on. But they're there to wait for opportunity. And this is why sometimes you are still in connection with that baby daddy or that husband or baby mama, because you know them, they're relative to you, they know your family, you know their family, you share kids, you know, you go, but there needs to be boundaries, because you will never move on until you set them. And I'm not telling you this because I never went through it, people. Please understand. I'm not telling you this because I didn't go through it. All right? It is very hard, without bragging, but being factual right now, for people that were once connected to me to that degree to walk away. It's a fact. A proven fact. There has not ever been a relationship that I've had that they don't call back. Confirmation that they don't call back. You know why? Emotional connection. See? That's a very important thing. When you are a nurturing person, right? You care. You love. You encourage. You're loyal. You're honest. You're down to earth. You're open. Intelligent. You give wisdom. You give spiritual insight. You practice what you preach. You begin to form an emotional connection, right? Now, everyone is different. You don't have to have all those qualities to have an emotional connection. But the fact that the person knows you're a good person, and the only reason you're not together is because they cheated or because they couldn't act right or because they lied or whatever the case, which was always the case. In my case, it was either a lie they told and they got caught every time. Confirmation. Okay. They get caught every time. Right. Confirmation. But they take those chances with me because they know, oh, she's nice. She's quiet. She's caring. She's not going to go nowhere. She loves me too. I've had that experience twice, where men have told me, you love me too much. One being someone I've had a very long relationship with. I believe my maturity in becoming a woman began with him. And I say this because prior to him, if you got on my nerves, bye-bye. Period. No explanation needed, no talk necessary, none of that. Bye-bye. You messing my vibes. Then I met him. And when I was ready to say bye-bye, he said, let me tell you something. All right? I'm not your ex. That's number one. All right? This is who I am. This is my worth. Okay? This is our relationship. This is what we've been building. This is what we have. So we're not going to allow something stupid to end this. And fortunately with him, it wasn't a lie. It wasn't cheating. Sometimes it's the person's temperament. So, because some people don't understand that being grouchy is not attractive. I just got to keep it real with y'all. Some people don't understand that actually pushes people away when you're grouchy and whatever. Like when you could be cool, fun, enjoyable, but always talking about something. And sometimes it's not even about you. Actually, most of the time, it's not about you. But all the time, oh my goodness, I'm upset about this. I'm upset about that. I'm upset. Oh my gosh. You know, that kind of energy is very draining. You understand? And it's not only people that's not worth your time that does it. Sometimes it's a good person. It's an ambitious person. You know, but he's straight up always on the move to climb the ladder. So anything that gets in his way is an obstacle. So then that becomes a stress, and sometimes it comes home, right? So sometimes you could say bye. Or, like he said, you could sit down and talk about how I can change, how you can change, how we can understand each other. Sometimes I feel his approach is due to his background, because he's from a different culture. And my opinion of that culture is that men are raised to be men. You understand? And they know how to maintain a relationship. They know how to treat a woman. They know. They know how to express themselves when they have to. They know how to apologize. And so forth. But sometimes you make a decision due to your choices. Notice I didn't say because you were led the wrong way or because you didn't know better. Because when we break up, we break up. It's a part of life. And it doesn't have to be that you was a bad person or they was a bad person. But the fact that that was the last stop. And it's time to get off the bus. And so it was a decision of I'm going to the military. And at the time, that was a crazy time. I'll just say that. I said crazy time to sign up. But again, from certain cultures, men are men. And believe in providing, right? At the time, I had a really good job. It was nothing. I said, what you worried about, the rent? Are you serious? You talking to me? Are you serious? And he understood what I meant. Because if you're there for me, I'm there for you. Right? But because he's from that culture, he's like, listen, ain't no woman gonna take care of me. Now I have to respect that, right? But at the same time, it was go to the military because you will not, confirmation, you will not allow yourself to There's a word that's coming. To get demoted. Like sometimes you reach a certain position in life or somewhere in your career that you will not allow yourself to work below your experience, your education, and your title, your job title. And I have some understanding towards that. Well, to be honest, I have full understanding, right? So at the time, it was hard for him to find a job. So he was like, the only other thing I could do is go to the military. Now, I was younger. And yes, it was hard to let go. Confirmation. Understand, when you don't have anything wrong with the person, it's not the relationship, it's just something that happens in life, right? So we tried to maintain anyway. Even I was angry as I'm not going to say the word. But we had a connection that was genuine. The relationship ended because after he was done with the time he signed up for and noticed I was there for him. And that's why sometimes people take you for granted. Because they know what they put you through. And they see that you're still there for them. You understand? And they feel like you always gonna be there. I recall one day, out of nowhere, this man said, "No one has ever loved me the way you do." Out of nowhere. And I said, "Why you say that?" We wasn't even on that topic. You know, I was just goofing around with him. So, experiencing a new scenery, you know, sometimes it's good to venture out and travel. And that came from nowhere. I said, "Why you say that?" He said, "The way you look at me. No one else ever gave me that attention." Right? So then I quickly changed the conversation into other things because okay, you shared that. I understand that. All right. So what we doing today? It was that kind of vibe, right? But to fast forward things, when he was done with the 4 years, right? It came to the decision if he was going to sign again. And we already had made plans and engaged and knew each other's families and everything. But I need you to be here. I can't be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't prioritize me. You understand? And yes, I was younger, so when you signed up, if I'm keeping it real, I said if I'm keeping it real, I got depressed. Because I spent all my time out of work with this person. Everything we did together. You know. I was the one who kept up the house when he was away. I was the one that paid the bills with his account, of course, when he was away. Made sure I paid the phone bill, whatever bill. You don't have that kind of connection with someone that you allow them your account information, your house, your car, if you're not connected, right? But the fact is, when I tell you, you're not going to sign up again. All right? I waited. I waited because you said it was this amount of time. But you enjoy that life though, right? You enjoy the travel. Yo, I went to Japan. I went here. I went there. I'm enjoying my life. I'm still young. Okay. I said okay. It was just an okay. Okay to your decision. Right? And when I was greeted with, what are you talking about? You ain't going nowhere. You love me too much. See that right there? That's pressing the wrong button. Right? That means you are disregarding my feelings, my emotions, my well-being, because you know this is affecting me, and I'm tired of it. That was the end. So it's not always the person is a bad person. It's just you want different things. This person made a lot of effort to have me stick it with him, you know? Even after signing up again without my knowledge. Because, Grace is going to be there. She's always going to be there. She loves me. But when you tell me to my face, even if I sign up, you ain't going nowhere. And you know you ain't. Because you love me too much. And in that same conversation, well, I signed up. Where you going? All right. So, I respect your decision. That's it. We're not going to argue. We're not going to fight. I respect your decision. And you're going to have to accept my decision. In walking away. Yes, you can walk away. But even after all of that, even after walking away, he became a pillow. He became that person I called about all my other future relationships. That's toxic, ain't it? We all have a moment of toxic. Right? I'm not saying he didn't give me good advice. Oh, he gave me good advice. He's not good for you. I am so surprised that you would talk to that kind of person. For real? You was with me and you talking with him and all of that? We did that for a while. Even after I had my child. Confirmation. was there to tempt me. If you still want to be with me and let me raise him as the father, he would have my name. Then we could still be together. But I already know that you make decisions that does not include me in the equation. It's not the fact that people don't love you. Sometimes they love you differently, right? So my love language was different from his love language. His love language is I provide. So what's the problem? I call you every day. Whatever. So what's the problem? Someone else's love language is I need you to be there with me. I need you to support me. I need you to be able to pick me up if I'm stranded, or be in the hospital with me if I'm there. Or if you have children, I need you to take care of the children if I'm not feeling well. I need you here. I need you to be able to protect me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going through something. And I had all of those advantages when he was here. I felt very protected. I felt cared for and all of that. And then you changing the whole scenario, right? So you walk away. And sometimes those are the relationships that develop into toxicity because you can't leave the past in the past. When I became serious about leaving the past in the past, I had a last conversation with him. And trust me, we're not on bad terms, but still, we just don't communicate anymore. It's just that, I'm moving on with my life. I'm getting married, and so this is what it is. I'm not going to be able to be calling you back and forth and whatever. You're going to respect me. I'm going to respect you. Life is going on. And that was it. No fight, no argument, no nothing. So I understand people have pillows in their life, but don't make it forever. Because if you do, it is going to affect what could come to you as a surprise. You won't even expect it or see it coming. It'll just be in your face. I am the happiest I've ever been in my life. And this happened because I let go of the pillows. I set my boundaries. I worked on myself. I trusted in God. I abstained from sex. It's in those moments when you work on healing yourself spiritually, educating yourself, learning. You get deliverance. So in my work, in my ministry, in my efforts to fulfill my soul's purpose is where we met. We met doing God's work. And I want to give you hope and knowledge that someone is out there for you. Confirmation. Someone is out there for you. Confirmation. That's triple confirmation. Okay? Someone is out there for you, but he will not have access to you If you cannot release your baby daddy or your baby mama, and not in a disrespectful way, but I cannot be your therapist. I cannot talk to you every single day. I cannot go to every, see my throat chakra. I cannot go to every event with you. Oh, someone died. Oh, I have to show up with you. Meanwhile, we're not together. Oh, someone's getting married. I have to show up with you. Meanwhile, we're not together. Oh, you graduating. I have to show up. Meanwhile, we're not together. It's either we focused on the child or we're together. Respectively. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to kick the person or chase the person out. But you're not going to tell me who I'm going to date. You're not going to be an obstacle in my life. You're not going to be here to learn my business to do spell work on me. And I will not inform you of my decisions. We need to be on the same page in understanding it's about this child right here. So-and-so needs you to pick them up from school because I won't be able to be there. Okay, I'll do that. Talk to you soon. That's it. It doesn't have to be, oh, my friend is getting married and I don't have a date and all of this. You know her. Why don't we go? You see, those are opportunities for you to fall into the traps and lose somebody that one day you'll never be able to forget. But you looked back. God took you out, but you looked back. And you turned into a statue and you can't move any further. And it is what it is. And we have to respect life comes in cycles. Respect everything you learn, every lesson you learn, every loss you learn. All right? Now, my share took a different path, but everything that was supposed to be communicated with you was delivered, and I'm thankful for that. I appreciate your understanding. I appreciate the fact that we are growing together. We are healing together. We are making better decisions for our lives together. We are having hope together. And we are standing strong in our decisions, our final decisions. Okay? Try to learn something new today. It will benefit you greatly. I am who I am in the eyes of God. Nothing more and nothing less. I am who I am in the eyes of God. Nothing more and nothing less. I am who I am in the eyes of God. Nothing more and nothing less. Fellow travelers, roam in power. Peace out.